Be a badass and follow the rule, because it's also a blessing to yourself. People trying to control each other, people trying to control the world, and people trying to control themselves. Trick people into buying stuff from you, or tricking people to fall in love with you, or manipulation, actively inducing suffering and being indifferent to suffering. That's the extreme. There are trolls in the game of life, and there are people who deliberately break the rule and do take advantage of the kindness of others. That doesn't mean everybody does. It's still a small percentage. It means that we need to use our BS detectors and be aware of those people. Be a little bit more generous when somebody who really is a decent, kind person is trying really hard to do the right thing, and they may not get it exactly right. And the rule does not mean that if you unintentionally cause harm, you're a terrible person. None of this is about being a terrible person. This is simply about us learning to be more aware, more soulful, and to be our best selves. That we're gonna make mistakes. Enforcing codes of conduct, setting boundaries in terms of what is acceptable behavior. You set ground rules. So all these people were saying, I'm being canceled, I'm being with this, whatever. And it's like, you know what? Rules. You can't go promoting murder and insurrection and it's absurd that people are complaining that this is a right to threaten other people's lives. It doesn't. People who were challenged to interact socially in a respectful way, sometimes you actually need to be quite blunt. Just because it makes us uncomfortable to set boundaries doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. You can go the other direction, appealing to people's better self, positive reinforcement. So if somebody is being challenging, one of the things you really want to emphasize is when they do get it right. Respecting someone enough to help them be a little bit better in a considerate way. You're honoring free will, you're not trying to control, you're then respecting others, and you're acting with integrity, and you're aligning your thought, your speech, and your action. The path is all about losing control and gaining mastery. Right? It's not about control. The rule very much tells us that we're not meant to control. There is nothing in control. We're all free. We're meant to do what we need to do so that we are being kind to ourselves and to others. Graciousness, gratitude, it all ties into the practice of the rule. It has to bring in the element of respect. The golden rule is really about our intention to serve a higher purpose and work for the common good, and balance and unity and compassion. Finding that middle ground, right? It's the middle way, the middle path. The body and the mind back into balance. And if either are out of balance, then everything gets disrupted. Not only does it affect our health, mentally and physically, but it affects the world around us. Yourself and embrace your individuality. But we don't want to go so far that we then feel entitled that everybody should be looking at us and changing and modifying to accommodate our needs. It's a dance, right? It's about being flexible. And it's also about lightening up, humility of it all, acknowledging our foolishness. We do have different levels of awareness, and we are all students and teachers in the game. But if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, if you're feeling like you're overwhelmed, go back to the rule, right? Maybe this is the motto, just go back to the rule. Return to the rule. This is your rule reminder. It's all there. It's all there. Just take a deep breath. And realize that everybody's struggling. We're all bumbling and stumbling our way through. Nobody has all the answers. Nobody's in control. There isn't some plot to make us all do this or whatever. The future hasn't been determined. It takes practice, you know?